All right, Mr. Jerry. Would you like to give your opening?
Yes, Your Honor. Case at bar today is about betrayal.
Betrayal. Oh.
Betrayal from my client's own supposed family. His father
All right.
and
All right, Jerry.
stepmother tragically turning on him to put this poor, helpless child in jail. Child
Yes.
crying out for help. And instead of
What up,
helping
Wix?
him, they throw him in jail for a week and disown him.
It is
Betrayed
Everblue,
by
yeah.
his own
Chips is
mother
33.
and father. This child doesn't deserve.
I don't know
what
why
he
he's
got.
calling us a
He
child,
doesn't
but alright.
deserve what the state is requesting as punishment. Additionally, this raid has not been submitted to evidence and cannot be used as part of the evidence.
How old's your lawyer? I don't know.
The probable cause for the raid is very weak,
Very weak.
and I will show that today. Thank you.
Just explain it. Would you like to call your first witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution summons Gene Steele to the stand.
Gene Steele, could you step forward, come to the stand?
Oh.
All right, Miss Steele, I would like you to raise your left hand. Miss Steele, do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
The
so help
animation you
coil?
use, such ground.
I do.
Yeah, it's
Your
such
Honor.
ground.
The witness has been sworn in.
Mr. Spanish, it's all yours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jump! You got a spider on your foot.
Oh, excuse me. Good evening, Miss Steele. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
That's great to hear. On September 21st, 2019, why were you at the defendant's residence?
Well, you know, being that he's my stepson, I ride around with him sometimes, and I needed a ride, and I didn't have anything to do, so I was just riding around with him in his van with some other lady.
All right. Upon arriving at his residence,
What the fuck?
what was the defendant doing?
Well, he told me and the
What?
other lady, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but to wait and to like wait on him, and he started making a
Is
lot
Jordan
of trips in
missing?
and out of his
I don't
house
see Jordan.
and like loading stuff into the trunk of his van.
Was he transporting items from the van to the house or from the house to the van?
It looked like from the house to the van.
What was being transported to the van?
I couldn't really tell, but then he decided that he was done and said to look in his van, and I opened up the trunk of his van, and there was a lot of drugs.
Did you dial 911 to report this incident?
Yes, as soon as I looked at the drugs, I called the police, and he got really mad at me.
Yep. Yeah, of course I got mad.
What did he do when he was mad at you?
He said, "You better get out of here," and he said, Kaden's a better mom than you, and that he disowned me as a mom.
I'm sorry to hear that, miss. How long did it take officers to respond to your 911 call?
Kaden.
Not very, or I mean, it was really fast. I walked a little bit of ways just in case. I didn't want to get hurt or anything, but they told me to stay close by.
Pay me instead.
Which officer responded to your 911 call?
I believe it was Jordan Steele was there first.
Upon arriving, what did Jordan Steele do?
Well, he told us all to stop, and he
I've-
made me
I've
come
got the,
back because I
evidence
was
to
down
show
the
you
hill a
guys
little bit,
when that's
trying
ready.
to, look out for my own safety. And he told me to come back and told us all to not move.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
Jed.
and he,
This is a
did
suit
what
that the
he
last
stuff.
judge
And I just stood
bought
there.
us.
Did he inform you that you were detained at the time?
No, I was not detained. He told me. But
Did
I
he
did need to
inform?
stay to talk to him.
Excuse me, my apologies.
That's
Did
not
he
our mother.
inform the defendant that he was detained at the time?
I don't remember what he was telling people. I just remember that the one lady didn't want to have handcuffs on, so she started running from him, and he had to tase her.
Did you keep the suit? Yeah.
Understood. To the best of your recollection, what was the verbiage you used to report what you saw was a crime?
I do believe I said that there was a lot of drugs, something along the lines of there was a lot of drugs in the back of
Wait,
Chip's
the
van,
pic that I drew, Jug?
and something along I don't know remember exactly what I said, but
Good
I
suit
just
to go
remember saying
skiing, yeah.
something along the lines of there's a lot of drugs, like coke and crack and stuff.
Understood. Did Officer Steele question you after he secured the situation?
Yeah, and whenever I got my phone out to dial the 911, I took some pictures of all the drugs in the back of his van. And I showed
yes,
him
those
those
are-
pictures.
Yes, those are,
Fake pictures,
for the court's
fake.
reference, those are duly submitted into police report.
Oh.
One moment to get the exact number.
There he is.
Oh, the man I need to kill. I mean,
That would be police report 11804, which is the police
There he
report
is.
concerning this incident up into including the raid drive.
Photoshop, yep. Yo, Light Archangel, thank you so much
I
for
have
the
no
2
further
months
questions for this witness.
of continued support. I do appreciate that, man. Thank you for that.
Would you like to cross, Mr. Callow?
Yes.
Surprised Jay's so quiet. He's keeping
Steele.
it calm.
Why did you call the police on Chips?
Why'd you call
Speak louder,
police?
Jerry.
Um,
Speak louder.
because
Objection asked
he
and
had been
answered.
telling.
Sustained.
Oh, the guy who wants to kill off, that's Eugene.
I never
He's in
I never got
disguise.
to rebut that.
You don't have to, because there's nothing to rebut.
How you feeling about being betrayed? Feels horrible.
Yeah. The woman that was on scene in the courtroom today.
I don't remember what she looks like, and so I don't know.
Do you have any idea when you got into the car with him originally? Did he say anything about where you were going?
Not that I remember. I just said I didn't have anything to do because there wasn't any work at the courthouse. So I said if it was okay to tag along with him, and he said sure.
Were you aware previously of drugs being in the van?
No. Before the drugs that I saw in his van, I had believed that he was clean. He had told me he was passing drug tests, and he told me that he was not using drugs.
Were
Okay.
you aware that he ever had drugs in his home?
Not to my knowledge, no. Because, like I said, he had been telling me that he was passing his drug tests and that he wasn't doing drugs.
To your knowledge, how did those drugs get in Chips's van?
Objection asked and answered.
Well,
But nobody ever asked how they got in there.
I'm gonna overrule it.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
so I have no idea other than that I did see him loading things into the back of his van when he got to his house. And then he told us to look in his van, and I looked in there and there was a lot of drugs.
Were you aware that he ever took drugs?
Well, of course I'm aware that he does drugs in the past, but I thought he was
Oh!
clean.
Did you ever call 911 on him before?
Before, no.
Objection scope.
No. What a bazzy.
You like to rebut that, Mr. Callow?
I mean, she called
How
911
much time you
this
facing?
time, and she
I'm not
already
too
said that.
sure.
I'm
I
asking
guess we'll
why,
find out.
If he took drugs, she already answered that question.
I
Why
agree.
It was never done
Overruled.
before.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Previous to then, no, because I thought he was, doing all the things he's supposed to do to get clean from drugs.
Alright.
Did you plant those drugs in his van?
Yes.
No, I did not, sir.
The actual
Were
question.
you fighting with Chips at all before you called the police?
What up,
Objection,
Jello?
scope?
No.
We were talking about the 911 call. I'm talking about the surrounding context of that 911 call.
Can you repeat that question so I can make sure I got the depth of it?
I asked if she was fighting with Chips before the 911 call.
I believe that's completely in the scenario that's been going on. There's no reason that's not in the scope. I'm gonna overrule that.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, we weren't fighting prior to me seeing the drugs and calling the cops on him.
Okay. What is your official relationship with Chips?
Well, he
Not
was
my mom.
stepson. Until we disowned each other as family.
Yeah.
Are you jealous of Kaden because Chips thinks she is a better mom?
Ooh.
No, I am not.
Best mom.
Keep it
She
down
can have
back
him.
there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you sexually attracted to Chips?
Yeah. The real
Objection,
question.
scope.
Yeah.
Sustained.
Yeah.
If you'd like
what-
to put her on the recall list
I
with
would.
you, feel free.
Uh,
Keep it in the scope.
I will. Why did you betray your son?
Which judge is
Objection,
this?
argumentative.
Coyote.
Hello?
I withdraw the question. And I would like to recall her as a witness.
Very well.
Jerry.
The prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can step down.
That was
Thank you.
Hey,
We do.
if we need legal representation, here's my card. Oh, thank you.
Prosecution would like to call Officer Steele to the stand as their next witness.
Officer Steele, can you come up here and step forward, get on the stand?
Yep.
Yeah, get on the stand, Jordan.
Hey, no outbursts.
Hey, Mr. Steele, only I can say that. No outburst.
I just,
Alright.
I know that you're a busy man. Okay.
Officer Steele, raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you coil.
So help me, Coil.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn.
All right.
Alright.
Good evening, Officer Steele. How are you?
Fine. Just okay.
It sounds like you just woke up.
I wish you could be better. But on September 21st, 2019, did you receive a 911 call from Miss Steele?
Yes.
Hey, what up, 2am?
To the best of your recollection,
He did, yeah.
what did the 911 call state?
Oh, excuse me. Something
Yeah.
along the lines of drugs and chips. Chips being a person, not the delicious potatoes that you eat with a salad.
Potatoes? What?
Understood. Thank you for that elaboration. Did you respond to this 911
Oh,
call?
he's talking about the, like, phrase. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I was the first one on scene there.
Upon arriving to the scene, what did you find?
I found it was at Chips's house on Fudge Lane there. His van was parked on the property.
Alright.
Did you detain anyone on scene?
Yeah.
Did you specifically detain Mr. Chips Ahoy?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
What was your reasonable suspicion for the detainment?
Report of drugs.
After
And,
detaining...
oh.
excuse me, go ahead.
Yeah, so when I got there and I started talking to people as well, Gene had a photographic evidence. So there was that as well.
And that is the same photographic evidence submitted into report 11840?
Yeah, that's it.
We got evidence,
after
too.
detaining the defendant, what did
We got
you do?
videos.
I investigated.
What did your investigation yield?
Mostly questioning. A lot of questioning. Oh, what did it yield? I'm sorry, misunderstood. Well, I guess eventually it yielded a search warrant.
Yes, we
which
do.
Then
We do.
yielded
Yeah.
A shit ton
Yeah,
of
Vega.
cocaine in various forms.
Did you contact Lieutenant Metzger for assistance on scene?
Sure did.
Why did you contact Lieutenant Metzger?
What's your judge doing? Probably going through evidence.
Well, he's
looking through it.
in the department that deals with this sort of stuff, or I guess division, task force, whatever it may be.
Which division would that be, Officer Steele?
It's the CID there.
Understood. Thank you, Officer Steele. Prosecution has no more questions for this witness.
Mr. Callow?
Oh, is that right, approve? Get him, Jerry. Get him!
Oh, sorry. Officer Steele. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? So, when you arrived on scene from that phone call, what did you do?
Yep.
Objection asked and answered.
I want to know exactly what he did as soon as he arrived on scene.
What's up, Ellie?
I believe the question that was asked was what he found, not what he's seen. Someone overruled that.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
That means you can answer it.
What was the question?
When you arrived on scene initially, what did you see?
Chip's car parked on the property, his van, rather.
Right.
Okay.
Was there
Let's
anything
go off
in the
these
van?
explosions.
No.
So there was no drugs in the van.
At the time, no.
Yep.
Okay.
At the time, nothing.
You mentioned how you detained them.
Yep.
Okay. Was there a point when did you ever enter the house? At this point?
Ooh.
You doing it?
Withdrawn.
Doing it?
No.
Yeah, I do too, Noble.
Did you
It's
ever
great.
ask your son if you could use the bathroom?
Yes.
Objection scoop.
It's about the scene in question and the investigation which he asked for, and how he came to the
If it's
probable
about
cause.
the scene, Mr. Callow, can you reword the question so it involves being at the scene instead of just a question about where it could be at any time?
Okay, at the scene of the of when you arrived there, did you ask Chips to use the bathroom?
Jerry.
I'm sorry, can you rephrase that?
When
Yeah,
you
can you
were
say
at
again,
the
Jerry?
scene, did you ask Chips if you can go inside and use his bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. What did you do when you were inside the house?
I used the bathroom.
Use the
Okay.
bathroom.
Nothing. I'm just wondering. And then what happened after you left it? The bathroom.
Is this the same question you were asking me about without legal representation an hour ago?
Yeah.
That's not what he asked you, Mr. Steele. He asked you a question, answer it.
What was the question?
I asked if you did
Oh,
anything
no.
else in the house
No.
basides go to the bathroom.
Your
Didn't
comments
even-
also
didn't even wash
stricken
my
off the
hands.
record.
Understood. This didn't even. I didn't even wash my hands.
People are filling up now.
Honest to God, just use the bathroom.
When you left the house,
Yeah.
what did you do?
When I left the house. I left the house.
Okay, and what happened after you left the house?
A lot. A lot of things happened.
What was the
probably
first
like,
thing that happened? I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Did you detain your son and the other woman that was there prior to entering the house or after?
Objection asked and answered.
We never talked about when he was going into the house. He just mentioned how he went into the house to me. I'm trying to figure out the timeline regarding when he entered the house and when they were detained.
This is going good so
I'm
far.
gonna overrule it. I want to hear it.
Understood, Your Honor.
No, they'd already been detained for like an hour.
And when they when you left the house, what was the next step? Is that when I'm sorry. Was that when you called Lieutenant Metzger?
Nope.
Okay, then what happened after that?
I think we were waiting on LeBar to get down there.
Okay. Just to clear something up, they mentioned the search warrant that was not submitted into evidence, but what was and he mentioned the probable cause. I just want to clear that up. And the probable cause for the search warrant was...
What Chip's in court for?
Objection scope.
When they raided
Reasonable
Chips
suspicion was elaborated,
and
not probable cause.
found his mouth
when reasonable
and
suspicion.
took it.
Whatever the meat, I want to know.
Like
I'm
all
sorry,
that
but
cocaine and
whatever
crack.
The
And the bricks.
reason for the search warrant was. I'm trying to figure that part out.
Objection scope.
So what kind of fighting
asked
it?
about the investigation.
shit.
And they mentioned the search warrant and how they went in and investigated.
The search warrant was mentioned during Gene Steele's line of questioning.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. If you want to ask a question about the search warrant, you need to build a foundation to that. And if you don't, it's outside of the scope. I'm gonna
That's fine.
sustain that objection.
Can you
If
still get in
wanna
trouble?
ask
I think
Mr.
we can,
Steele
yeah.
Any further questions? You need to play him on your recall list.
That's fine. Then I will recall the witness. Thank you.
Prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
You can step down, Mr. Steele.
All right.
Julia. He touched me with his dirty dick hands. You didn't wash your hands.
Keep it down back there. Keep it down.
Order in court.
Yeah.
Honey, did you touch Chips with your... Okay, never mind.
Prosecution wishes to call Lieutenant Metzger to the stand.
Mr. Epinos, if there's any outbursts, they get 2 warnings. After that, let me know. I'll hold them in contempt.
Oh fuck. Okay, we
Yes, Your Honor.
gotta be careful. We gotta be careful.
Lieutenant Metzger, please raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you sin?
So help me sin.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
I gotta calm it down.
Thank you. Good evening, Lieutenant Metzger. How are you?
I'm peachy. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. On September 21st, 2019, did you receive a 911 call from Miss Steele?
Yes, I did.
Did you immediately respond to this 911 call?
No, I did not, because there were 2 to 3 other units that responded.
In your opinion, as a lieutenant of the Los Santos Police Department, is this call enough to
There's a war
establish
zone outside?
reasonable
Yeah.
suspicion that the defendant committed a crime?
Based on the evidence and testimony given on scene, yes.
Did Officer Steele request your assistance concerning the situation?
What up, Elta?
He did.
Did you bring a police K-9 with you to the scene?
Yes, I brought K9 Raven with me.
So you are a K-9 certified police
focus?
dog handler.
Yes.
Okay.
Are police K-9 dogs trained to detect drugs in their paraphernalia?
In this instance, this K9 is.
That's Eugene.
Upon arriving at the scene with your police K-9, did it detect the presence of drugs?
When I did perform a search of Mr. Chips with a K9, or I should say a sniff, it did alert me to the presence of drugs on his person, but not subsequently to the vehicle.
Okay, not to the vehicle. How long do trials usually take? 2-3
Is
hours.
a
It depends.
K-9 dog sniff allowed under reasonable suspicion while someone is detained?
Yes, based on the evidence there, we had enough PC to
Is
basically.
Eugene in hiding? No,
excuse
he's
me,
just here
RS
to support
conduct
us.
the sniff.
At what point did you determine that you had probable cause to seek a search and seizure warrant against the defendant's estate?
Once I had basically interviewed the officers involved, and
like everyone else
received
here
the
is
photographic
supporting
evidence, and whatnot, that's when I contacted both a member of the DOJ, a judge, as well as another detective to assist.
Okay.
Who was the justice that you contacted for assistance from the DOJ?
Initially, it
Yeah, I
was,
saw that
Judge
focus.
Bailey. However, Chief Justice LeBar ended up taking over.
Any other big plans?
And who was the detective that you sought assistance
Well,
from?
we're going after Jordan and Gene.
Senior Officer Reinhardt.
Did
and,
Chief Justice LeBar approve the search and seizure warrant against the defendant?
We're building crack evidence.
Yes, he received the affidavit.
He has a
from,
lot of
Officer
explosions.
Steele and approved it on scene.
What were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant?
If I recall correctly, it was all weapons, class 1, 2, 3, as well as explosives, drugs paraphernalia, etc. I did not handle the warrant, though, so I don't recall all of them. It also did have an invitation
I would like to
for
object to
his-
this answer and this question due to the fact that the
Jim,
search
Jerry.
warrant was not entered into evidence, and he's speculating on what was in the warrant.
Old.
May I rebut, Your Honor?
Okay, Jerry. All right.
The search warrant, while redacted, is specifically stated within the police report and the items contained therein.
It's mentioned, but there's no search warrant added into evidence. I'm not able to look at the search warrant myself and be able to properly conduct any type of discovery from that.
Did Mr. Ahoy there get a copy of the search warrant?
No.
I didn't handle the warrant, Your Honor, so I could not tell you.
Nope.
So you never received a copy after the raid was served, Mr. Ahoy?
No, that's right.
Okay. I'm gonna... Well,
Ooh.
I'm gonna sustain that objection.
Okay. All right.
Understood. Who is the officer that handled the search and seizure warrant?
It would be Detective Reinhardt.
Did you assist Officer Reinhardt in executing the search and seizure warrant?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we'll see,
What
Hungry.
did you find upon executing the search and seizure warrant?
Once we cleared the house, when I was in the vicinity of the kitchen and living area, I stumbled upon what one might describe as a mini snow fort. There was about five
A
or so
mini snow
kilograms
fort.
worth
Yep.
of crack cocaine and some weapons.
A mini
thrown in there
snow
as
fort.
well.
I liked how he
Um,
said that.
I don't have the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I know it's in the report.
I'm gonna stop her here. I want to get the parameters of this. Mr. Ahoy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but if you wish to invoke your Fifth Amendment right, I can. So that's up to you.
All right.
Were you present during the raid?
Well, yeah. You know, I was
Were you in
out.
police custody,
Yes.
so you were aware it was happening.
Yes.
Continue.
I'd like a sidebar, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll prove that.
Okay, so
You want to
Lieutenant.
finish answering the question, or
Actually, no, Lieutenant Metzger. The
Okay.
testimony that you have given thus far on this answer and the question itself are withdrawn.
Yeah, the mountain of evidence. Yeah.
So, is it legal to possess proprietary color-coded Fleeca bank security cards?
absolutely not.
Is it legal to possess 700 grams of pure cocaine?
God damn it.
Absolutely not.
Personal
Is
use.
it legal to possess 4.6 kilograms of crack cocaine?
Yeah, you did.
Prosecution has no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Scallo?
Thank you.
Get him, Jerry.
Lieutenant Metzger, just so we clear this up, I just want to be, and this is for clarity purposes, were you the one that gave the okay for the search warrant, or was Detective Reinhardt the one?
Judge Labar approved the search warrant.
Approved it, but who gave the okay to write it?
I did, based off. Well, I asked Lieutenant. Or,
Yeah,
sorry,
well, we
I
saw it
asked
build on the
Officer
mountain.
Reinhardt to
Yeah.
begin drafting it in order to get this going.
Okay.
And then I also coordinated for the judge to come in.
Okay. You mentioned the dog search earlier.
This case is getting interesting. All
what
right.
type of drugs were found?
No. Oh no.
What type of drugs were found
Oh, no.
on the
10 minutes.
on my client?
No.
With the dog search.
So once we were alerted, I did a pat down of him, and then a search in his pockets. He had a legal amount of marijuana on him.
You don't think he'll reset?
Do you
Okay.
say illegal or illegal?
Legal.
Okay. a
Legal.
Personal
amount.
use.
Okay. So in that case, you mentioned also that the dog did not find anything in the.
I guess we'll find
in the-
out if the
the
summary
van,
starts or not.
regarding the canine. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Then, in regards to that, if the dog found nothing and he had a legal amount of weed on him, what was your probable cause to go ahead and push for a search warrant?
So we had, as we've already talked about, the photograph taken by Mrs. Steele, the 911 call, and witness testimony from her.
Right. So the 911
and Tia.
call and the photograph were given, and as her testimony states, it was about finding it in the van. When you went to the van and you had a dog sniff the van, nothing was found.
No, nothing was found. The van was, however, parked literally right at the front door of the house.
Okay. And then Officer Steele
Okay.
also mentioned that he was on
What's up,
scene
puppy?
prior to
What
you,
up, man?
and he had detained them. Regarding that timeline,
Jerry is
so
onto
are you
something.
assuming that he somehow moved the drugs or something?
Objection scope.
It's in
Hmm.
the scope of the probable cause. I'm asking about probable cause and the reasoning for that probable cause.
Well, scope generally doesn't mean exactly that you're asking a question that hasn't related.
Jerry
to what he's
Redemption
asking.
arc?
As
Yeah.
long as you build a foundation to that question, you would be allowed to. So I'm gonna overrule that, as the foundation has been built.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you want to restate that for me, please? Just so I
Uh,
make sure I answer correct.
Okay, let me try to remember. So,
Come on,
are
Jerry.
so your probable cause is the assumption that prior to you arriving there, the drugs were moved?
As we've already stated multiple times, witness testimony from Mrs. Steele, she witnessed the Mr. Ahoy, which she told us on scene, and what was relayed to me by Officer Steele, was that he was moving things back and forth from the van.
Okay, and her testimony
Nope, never happened. Never
was
happened.
about before, that was prior to you even
Didn't happen.
her taking the picture. I'm a
Yeah,
little
Mr. Ahoy,
confused
I know, it's
on
great.
So basically, I'm just trying to understand here. So the probable cause for the search and seizure warrant was basically just the picture she sent from the 911 call. Is
As well
that,
as her testimony, yes.
and just her testimony? Okay, and then after that, you searched the van and nothing was found.
Nothing was there. That is correct.
Okay, and before you got there, Officer Steele was on scene and he had them detained, and he also mentioned how he went into the house. Is that correct?
He had not gone into the house at that point.
Okay. Then I'm a little confused then on the fact that when did he go into the house?
There's a point where I left the scene to go talk to Judge Bailey and collect Officer Reinhardt.
When they take the oath, who do they say? I mean,
Okay, so
they
they were
can't
detained
lie
already.
once they're up there.
They had been detained. So I don't know
Essentially.
if you understand detention versus being under arrest, Mr. Callow.
No,
But as soon as Officer Steele arrived on scene and began questioning them, they were detained.
Yes.
So they've been detained as soon as the first officer was there. Just to be clear.
Okay. And then
He's already
because of,
hostile.
do you have any
Hostile.
idea of the
Oh, is he?
timeline?
He's already considered
between the
hostile because
officers
he
getting
is the
there
opposition's
and,
witness.
Double hostile.
This
Yeah.
incident.
Double
Which incident are
hostile.
you referring to?
The officer arriving at the scene and the original 911 / this picture given.
It couldn't have been more than 30 seconds to a minute.
Oh, okay.
From the time that Mrs. Steele called.
Okay. Thank you very much.
How's the case? I don't know. The case is going all right. I think.
Prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
You can step down.
Thank you.
I just can't wait until we submit all this evidence. Yeah, Jerry is defending ships.
Yeah,
The,
we are the witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution would like to call Detective Reinhardt to the stand.
All right.
I want to see if I can do something about that.
Senior Detective Reinhardt, please raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you Coyle?
I do.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Once
Very
the
well.
evidence comes, yeah, we'll see.
Thank you. Good
Yeah,
evening, Detective
if Jay
Reinhardt. How are
actually
you?
gets us off, yeah,
I'm
I
great,
mean,
how are
we'll
you?
see.
I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. On September 21st, 2019, were you contacted by Lieutenant Metzger to assist with a raid?
Yes, I was.
Do you know why Lieutenant Metzger contacted you for assistance?
Originally, no. I was contacted to come in and assist with the raid that I had no knowledge of prior.
You got this.
All right. Are you a fully trained and qualified detective of the Los Santos Police Department?
Yes.
When you convened with Lieutenant Metzger, was Chief Justice Labar present?
Originally, we had met up at the courthouse, and then after on
Yeah, we
scene,
do have
we
a
met up
suit
with
on,
Labar
missed the
together.
name.
Was a warrant drafted for the search and seizure against the defendant's estate?
Originally, from me, I had started writing it up, and then Labar took over the warrant.
What were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant?
You want to repeat parameters just so I'm
I object to that. Again, I have not been able to see this warrant, so I have not been able to prepare for this.
If I may rebut.
Yeah, go ahead.
She helped write the warrant so that we may get the parameters of the warrant as they were assigned,
Did she
Mr.
help write
Calloway.
the warrant, or did she write the warrant?
I helped write it. I gave.
Oh, it's
I
Mario.
was told what I could, and then Labar took it over so that he could talk to both officers.
Oh, can I have a sidebar again, then, Your Honor?
Yes.
So the original question was what were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant? That is hereby withdrawn.
Okay.
Okay.
What parts of the warrant did you write?
Well, I just started. If you want me to read it, I have it pulled up.
It has not been submitted into evidence, so
Okay,
if
well,
just specifically the parts that you
basically-
contributed to.
I mean, I had just started writing the 911 call was received from Gene Steele, and that was basically.
Oh,
I didn't really have time to write the full
Okay, we're
warrant
good.
as I was getting back in the city.
Do you recall what parts of the warrant you did write?
I literally just said them.
Yeah, I believe I didn't hear it. I apologize.
A 911 call was received from Gene Steele, and then as I was getting back in the city, and then we met up with Judge Labar. So I did not have time to write it.
All right. Again, referencing police report 11804. What did you find upon executing the warrant?
Upon executing the warrant, there was 10 bricks of cocaine, about 50 grams each in weight. Roughly 2 baggies of cocaine, about 5 grams each. 38 baggies of 35% cocaine, 5 grams each.
yep.
And then a total of 920 baggies of crack cocaine, 5 grams each. About 44 weed seeds, 1 vintage pistol, 1 AP pistol, and 3 Fleeca bank security cards.
Are Flinka Bank security cards illegal to own?
Yes, very much so.
Alrighty. Prosecution has no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Fuck him up, Jerry.
Mr. Callow?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Officer or Detective Reinhardt.
Hello.
Hi. So the
I know.
when you were writing the warrant, the amount of what was given to you as for before you stopped writing it, what was given to you as what to put in there for probable cause?
It was just that there was a warrant needing.
Yeah, it was a
for
lot,
chips,
Blake.
And they gave me a little bit of what I, would need. In terms of every single thing, I don't know because, like I said, I was jumping back in the city to do this raid.
Okay. Were you ever given any of this supposed evidence?
Yes, I was sent. I think 2 photos total.
Yeah, we do
of all
know,
of the
Eva
items
Blue.
that were in his vehicle.
Okay. Were these items verified? Were these photos verified to be of Chips's vehicle?
Yes.
How were they verified?
By the officers on scene who had these same photos.
Okay. I'm a little
Okay.
confused. So they were verified that they were. I'm a little confused on
Okay,
how.
they were verified
Shit.
by Gene Steele and the other officers on scene who took these statements from her.
Okay,
I was
so
then handed them, and then that's when everything went down.
okay, so basically, so let me to understand it. the photos were verified to be of Chips's van
Yeah,
by the
most
person
likely,
who supposedly took the
yeah.
photos, and from the statements of that person saying that they are real,
Yes.
and and only the 911 call from that person.
What's up, Noble?
I believe so. Remember, I
Okay.
wasn't in the city when this all happened, and I was
Of
called in
course.
for a raid, so I was mainly only here for the raid.
Of course. And you also mentioned how the only thing you wrote in there was that Gene Steele made a 911 call.
Yes.
And then after that, you said the judge took over?
Yes, Judge Labar had taken over the warrant to get it approved 100%.
Okay, so the person who wrote everything, including the probable cause,
Okay.
was the judge?
Yes, because he had taken it from Jordan Steele under oath.
Okay, no further questions.
The prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
Yeah, same gummy. Yeah, same.
The prosecution has no further witnesses, and the prosecution rests.
What up, Ricardo?
All right. Scalo, you have any witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call.
Evidence? Is there
I'd like to
evidence time?
recall Gene Steele to the stand.
Ooh. Ooh.
Gene Steele?
Okay. Okay. Someone came dressed as Chips. Two people did. It was
Miss Steele,
Mel
just as a
and
reminder,
Eugene.
you're still in your oath, all right?
Yes.
Gene, you supposedly took some photos from the van. Is that correct?
Yeah, when I got my phone out to dial 911, I took some pictures with my
Okay.
of the back of his van.
The back of his van.
All right.
Were you there when the officers arrived with the K9?
No, I was off to the side. I mean, if you're talking about the canine, I was there, but I was off to the side and like not there, like off to the side, and I didn't really see what happened.
Okay. I would like to refer everybody to the evidence that was put on the government website regarding this case.
Ooh.
With the videos.
Oh,
the said
he's got the videos.
Regarding
Here we go.
Gene Steele and Chips. If people want.
Which video you want to take into account?
Yeah, which video?
All of them?
All of them, yes.
All of them.
course.
Let me watch them.
Go ahead.
Alright, hold on.
If anyone else wants to see the videos up there on the monitor, go to the government website. It's in the evidence for
Right.
videos.
These are the videos.
Ooh, Gene.
This is an old one.
Where I can buy crack off you. Yeah, this is the spot where you can buy crack off me, Chips. Yeah, Gene. Mommy, can I buy some crack? How much is it? Of course, darling. You can buy crack off me. How much you want? As much as you can give me. What's the price? Remember I told you, silly? It's 200 a bag. 200 a bag? Is there any other way I can pay, Mommy? You can pay me back tonight. If you know what I mean. Hee hee.
What?
Ooh, Chips like you.
Chips like you.
Do you have it on you? I do. I have it on me right now. I'm gonna give it to you, okay? Okay. Nice and easy.
Gene, if you would like to watch them,
Nice
you could watch
and
them also,
easy.
as we're referring to them.
I'm not sure if Why wouldn't you?
It's not chips.
I mean, they're review.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, you don't need to watch them. You would remember them, of course.
Mom, you're so good. I'll see you later tonight.
No problem, sweetie.
All right. So that's one. We got some more here.
I submit these videos as a display of character for this witness in regards to her supposed reliability as a witness, or as someone who can give reliable supposed proof.
We got the evidence.
Especially considering her relationship with Chips.
Oh, no, I don't want to have sex with you at all, Jane. No. God damn it. All right.
Is she talking?
No.
Final one. I'm gonna put it in now, Jane. Oh no. Yeah. All right. Listen, Jane. Yeah. All right. Number 2.
Let's go deaf.
Almost done, Jane. Oh no. Almost done. Yeah. Oh god.
What the hell?
All right, there it is. Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
Chips, if you would like to watch these videos too.
All right.
Sure you can.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm
Okay.
done.
Do you have anything to say about these videos, Gene?
Well, none of those videos actually have me in them.
Sure.
Have you worn these clothes before?
The ones I'm wearing now?
No, the clothes in the video.
Yeah. But
Oh my
you
God.
know, you can go down to the clothing store and buy most of the clothes all of us wear.
Does it look like you?
Does
How
it
can
look
you
like
say
you?
that it's not you?
Well,
Objection,
unless
badgering?
I'm overruled that. It's not badgering.
Understood. Thank you.
I never filmed any videos involving sexual acts with Chips.
Well,
So
I mean,
there's no way they're me in the
I mean,
What's going on? It's
not
a
you
court
filming,
case,
so
Logan.
It's. I didn't ask if you filmed them. I'm just asking if those are you.
When did the last 2 happen? Like a while
and if
ago?
Well, it's not me in the
3
videos.
and
Okay.
it's in
And
progress.
if that's the case, is it possible that the is it possible that the evidence that you put in is also not real?
It's also not real.
Objection, leading.
I'm just asking, is it possible?
It's possible, okay.
Yeah, you're asking if it's possible to really lead question.
Okay. Is it possible that that a photo could be fabricated, just like a video can?
Objection, opinion of a layperson.
I'm asking. What do you mean?
Vic, thank you so much for the
She's
tier 1
not
Not
sub.
a graphic
For 5 months in a
designer,
row,
she's
dude.
not a
Do
graphical
appreciate that, man.
artist. How does she know
hope
how
your
to
day's going
fabricate
well.
photos?
I'm sorry. Miss Steele, have you
I'm
done
sorry.
any graphic design work?
No, I haven't.
Are you an artist?
Are you an artist?
No, I'm
Shit
not.
was.
Do you
What?
play any instruments?
Shit.
Objection, relevant.
Yeah, what's
You're
the
asking
relevant?
if she's an artist
I asked if she was a graphic designer.
or artist.
I can play a guitar.
Wait, let me do the
But I
objection
can't
here.
paint a picture.
Wait. So the objection was relevance?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is pretty on par with, I mean, if he wants to get the foundation to that, it's good to go. I'm going to overrule that.
All right.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you edit videos?
No, I cannot.
So, you mentioned how those videos are not of you. Is that correct?
It is correct.
If those
I'm
videos
not in
aren't
any
of
of those
you,
videos.
then okay. So if they're not,
Do you use Snapchat
They're not-
filters? Yeah.
of you, then they were edited.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, are you aware of what Photoshop is?
Not shit.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. Do you know what it does?
I mean, vaguely, yes.
Are you saying those videos are fabricated?
Objection
I'm not
leading.
saying they're fabricated, but
It's the
I'm not
same.
in those videos.
When
Oh, I'm
somebody
sorry.
objects, you don't respond.
I think so, Bill. And
I withdraw the question. You mentioned those videos are not of you.
Objection asked and answered.
I'm just asking for clarity purposes.
Yeah, you're asking for clarity on something that was already
Okay.
asked and answered. Sustained.
If you're saying that those videos are not of you, is it possible that those pictures are not for Chips?
Objection speculation.
Sustained.
Okay.
Make it more direct.
That's
less
fine.
speculatory.
That's fine.
Wow.
I'll let the video evidence and just basically my line of questioning speak for itself. I just have one final question. Why would you betray your son?
Oh man.
Objection
Well, I think
argumentative.
Sustained.
No further questions.
Jerry's laughing too. Yeah.
Ms. Steele, during this the previously established timeline, was the defendant transporting drugs to or from his van?
What do you mean? Do you mean before I called the cops or after?
Objection, scope.
Before.
If guilty, how long do you go? Wait, I'm not too sure.
I asked
Talking
nothing
about
about this.
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
Would you like to rebut this?
A tattoo? Yeah, Josh. It was the only face tattoo we could get.
No, he's correct. Question withdrawn. No further questions.
You can step down.
Hey, do you guys
Mr.
know how
Callow.
many witnesses are listed?
Yes, I would like to call Jordan Steele to the stand.
I don't know.
Mr. Steele, could you come forward? Get on the stand.
Let me check.
It might just be a
Officer
fine.
Steele, as a
right?
reminder, you're still
we'll
under oath.
see. Depends how this depends how this court case goes,
All
right?
Jordan.
How is channel no
You
pixel work?
mentioned earlier how I'm just want to clarify this timeline.
I mean, how
was-
long?
When your
It depends on the
statement to
case.
the police,
Would be
can
hours?
you,
It could
can
be,
you
yeah.
speak on that regarding the your
It really
investigation, I
depends.
guess, on scene.
What?
You mentioned
Objection vague.
you mentioned investigation on scene. Let me rephrase. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You mentioned the investigation on that you had
Tips
on
about to
scene
get
when you
life?
arrived.
No, I don't think so.
What was this investigation?
What would motive
What?
LEO get you? It depends. If
Was
it's
I
first degree,
investigating?
What was your?
then you get in a
what were
lot
you
more trouble.
Like what
If
were your
it's second
results
degree
of this
murder,
investigation?
They'll probably put you in for like a few
like-
months.
At the end of it all, what did we retrieve out of the house?
Retrieve out of the house. That would be after the search warrant. I'm talking when you first arrived on scene.
When I first arrived on scene, okay, I guess, yeah, I just went around and, well, I got statements from the person who initially called 911, and then from there, I gathered more statements.
Okay,
It,
and what was
it
your
depends,
conclusion?
Bull. Yeah.
Oh,
Second
to
degree
call
will get
Metzger.
you less than stolen identity.
regarding-
Really, Shiny? Okay.
Well then.
In regards to what?
Regarding the 911 call?
Okay, and what was that conversation about?
With
Metzger. What was the conversation with Metzger about? You said
Is that Aaron?
after your investigation you called Metzger. What was that conversation about?
With Metzger?
Yes.
I just filled him in on everything.
Okay, what was that everything? That's what I'm trying to find out.
The Chips Army, yep.
The just the statements and the pictures. Just the scene in general. I was just getting him up to speed so he could.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Were you able to verify anything from these pictures?
Yeah, I mean the drugs were clearly in the vehicle that was on the scene.
How do you know that?
Because there was a picture of it.
Okay, was there a picture of the van or just of the contents?
What do you mean the contents?
Objection, Your Honor. This is a very powerful argument.
Sustained.
Were you able to I'm sorry.
Okay.
Were you able to verify that these pictures were taken at the time of this event?
Objection. Opinion of a layperson.
I mean, it's not opinion of a layperson. Wouldn't he have to investigate these supposed pictures and make
Jerry's
sure
so like apologetic. Like,
they're
oh, I'm
legit
sorry.
and to be able to push a search warrant on them?
Reword the question.
Were you able to verify
God damn it,
that
Jerry.
these pictures came from that day and of that incident?
It appeared so.
How so?
Positioning of vehicle, mostly.
Okay. And was there any other evidence besides the 911 call from Mrs. Steele, and these pictures for the reason for pushing for this search warrant?
I mean, just statements taken at the time as well.
From who?
Everybody.
Has Jerry ever
Who's
won a
everybody?
case? I'm
People
actually
on
not too
scene.
sure.
Who were the people on scene?
Miss Violet over there was on scene. Chips, and Miss Jean Steele.
Okay. Can you discuss this this conversation with Mrs. Violet? That gave you a reason to call.
Can I discuss the conversation with her?
What were the the bullet points on the reason you said that? Oh, this is why I need to push a search warrant.
Okay.
What were the bullet points on why I pushed the search warrant? Well,
No,
What's
I'm
going
talking
on outside?
specifically about your conversation with Violet. You
Is
said
this
there's
Chips' endgame?
investigation.
No,
you
no,
talked
it's
to
not.
all the people on scene.
I like Jerry. Yeah.
Objection.
asking
Counsel
about
is
that.
testifying.
Sustained.
Okay, I'm asking what the conversation between you and Violet was like that led to your.
Yeah. We were just okay. I understand. We were just it's basic questioning. Just going through
Oh,
her day.
it's only the court
Alright,
server,
I'll stop
Dag.
right
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mr. Callow, your questionings are really complex. Mr. Steele, you have been dancing around the bush through this whole entire line of questioning. He asked you a question, answer it directly.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I will try to understand a little better.
Okay, let me try to make it a little clearer. You said that
Okay.
due to the statements you took on scene and the 911 call is what made you call Metzger. So I am specifically asking for during these conversations and statements. So what was the statement from Violet?
Right now, I don't remember word for word, but it was essentially just like I said, we just went through her day. Just how she led up to there. I think she said, again, I don't remember. I didn't read the report right before this or anything. It was a while ago now.
Violet is right
but
there.
I think she, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, do you remember the statement you got from Chips, your ex-son?
I off the top of my head, I'm not going to be able to remember the exact statement.
Okay. Then are you able? I guess that what I would have to ask you is, what was the? You mentioned the reason again was because of the statements in the 911 call.
Crack wants
Do
Chips
you
to
remember
stay.
what from these statements gave you a reason to push for a search warrant?
Yeah, I mean, we had testimony from Jean that she saw the drugs in the back of the van.
Ex-son,
Ms.
yeah.
Metzger had said the van
He
was
disowned us.
positioned in a way
We
to where
disowned
it
him.
appeared that you know, they were being transported. I mean, the trunk was still open when I arrived on scene. And then, you know, the pictures as well with all that.
Yeah, I think Jerry has an idea, Sadie.
And you mentioned
He's just trying to figure
earlier how
out
you
how
went
to
into the
word it,
house.
I guess.
Mhm.
Right?
What you said you only
Oh, yeah,
went to the bathroom
absolutely, Logan,
and
yeah.
then came out?
Yep.
Okay. You did no other search.
Well, honestly, I came in
God.
here expecting to lose.
I'm
gonna be honest.
Then,
It's basically up to Jerry whether he can get us out of this or not, I guess.
were you yes. Okay. How soon after the 911 call did you arrive on scene?
It was
Metzger. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe about 10 minutes, I'd say, just to be safe.
Okay. My question is, Metzger said there was someone on scene.
I'm not too sure.
Objection,
Right away.
counsel is testifying.
I'm asking him to verify the testimony of another officer who said something different.
What?
What are you saying? What to who?
You.
Lieutenant Metzger mentioned how it was about 30 seconds until someone arrived on scene. I'm asking him to verify.
You asked him a question and he gave his answer. Just because you're not happy with his answer doesn't mean he didn't give you an answer. If it's something
understand.
that's a discrepancy in your book, bring it up in the closing. Don't bring it up now.
Yep. Okay. No problem.
Stricken off the record.
And when you arrived on scene, did you put all the people on the scene in cuffs?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Objection
John,
asked
yeah.
and answered.
They said they were detained. I'm specifically asking whether they were cuffed.
Overruled.
Understood. Thank you.
That is a part of the detainment process.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Were
either
you
way,
there
I
for
could have just
the,
not done this court
the
case at all and
dogs-
just took the
dog
fine and
incident,
like that's it.
when the
But
dogs were sniffing?
I'm glad
Yeah,
that
I
I
saw
took
some
the court
dogs.
case
I saw
and I
a
wanted
dog,
to,
rather.
mostly
Was it
because of the OIP.
The canine unit dog?
Yeah. That was
yeah,
the dog.
yeah. Okay.
And yeah.
So you saw him. What was his? Can you verify the testimony of Lieutenant Metzger? Do you remember what he said?
Okay.
No, what did he say?
Okay.
That the dog didn't pick up a scent? Is that it?
Yes, on the van.
Yeah, no, I don't believe we were able to pick up anything on the van.
Okay. And then after that occurred, what happened?
It can be time consuming, yeah. But I mean, this was such a big raid
We were down
that
there
I
for a
feel
while.
like it just
this
needed a
wasn't
court
just like
case,
a 20-minute
right?
long thing. We were probably there for like 2 hours.
Okay. So what was the end result after the dog was sniffing and found nothing?
You know,
Objection misstates testimony.
What's the objection?
Misstatement of testimony. The dog did find something, Your Honor.
No, on the person, but not on the van. That's specifically what I'm talking about.
I don't believe the van was elaborated. If it was, I apologize and withdraw.
I mean, I'll rephrase it and just add
Please
found
do.
nothing in the van. How's that?
Please do.
What was the end result of after the canine found nothing in the van?
It's hard to remember the exact timeline, but you know, I'm sure that there was some more. Real honestly, a lot of it was okay. Yeah, I at some point Labar came down there. That's ultimately what everything led up to.
Okay.
Was Labar coming down there and approving the warrant?
Did he approve the warrant, or did he write the warrant.
Objection, hearsay.
There is, Princess. Yeah, true.
I don't really see any hearsay in that.
Justice Labar is not here to testify to the fact.
But he was there, and he would see if he's. I mean,
Reword the question.
Jay.
Actually, you know what? I withdraw that question. Just one final question. Why did you betray your son?
Hey,
Objection argument.
I have no goddamn son. I don't have a son
Sustained.
anymore.
No further questions.
Is that it, Your
Explain
Honor? Oh,
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Officer Steele, the
Good job, Jerry.
photos presented to you by Gene Steele, they were obviously of the van owned by Chips Ahoy?
Objection. He's the statement. He's testifying. So
Okay.
they're obviously of the van.
It's a yes or no question of his opinion.
It's more of a leading question, and he can do that in cross.
Yeah, there's always a lot of cases fail.
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty obvious that it was Chips's van. I've literally never seen anybody else drive that rusted.
And there were felonious amounts. Excuse me, my apologies.
No, go ahead. I was done.
There were felonious amounts of cocaine within the van in the pictures.
Very felonious.
And upon arriving on the scene and inspecting the van, it was empty.
The van was empty.
The van was empty. Yes.
What was the closest place that those drugs could have gone?
Objection. Speculation.
Ooh. Would have been our house.
Sustained.
All right. What was the closest piece of property owned by Chips Ahoy to that van?
Well, the van was literally
Objection.
parked-
Relevance.
I
Your
don't
Honor,
know how you can object to relevance on a cross.
That question has. I'm a little confused on. Then I'll object to scope.
All right, rebuttal.
The sheriff's shame, yeah.
Your Honor, the van
does.
and its contents, along with Mr. Steele, Officer Steele, excuse me, entering the house, were brought up during the direct line of questioning.
He didn't give it to us, Jim.
I don't remember
Something
the van.
jumped.
Yes, I do. Actually,
And he didn't notice.
Okay. So yeah,
It's
van
Mantis
was literally
Toboggan.
parked
Yeah,
on his property.
that's a channel.
That property being a house?
That property was the yard where his house resided.
What the hell's going on back there?
Understood. There is a house on the lot.
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Step down.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Espinosa, congrats on the new girlfriend, man.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Mr.
Jerry,
Callow,
did
got any other
you-
witnesses?
Did you not want to redirect?
No, I didn't.
I can hear you.
I would like to call Violet to this stand.
Violet?
Okay, all right.
Hey, Melon. Yeah, what's up? Objection!
Oh.
Miss Violet, please raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yeah, it's
So
great,
help you
Nancy.
coil?
I can't hear.
I can't hear her. She's talking.
Yeah, okay. Miss Violet?
Yeah, we did get 2 warnings. We gotta be careful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Violet, speak up.
It is Ever Blue, yeah.
Sorry, is that better?
There we go.
Yeah, there.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Alright.
I will ask the question one more time. Do you solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you coil.
Yeah, I do, but what's this about you having a girlfriend?
What?
Oh. Your Honor.
Are you?
What's going
The
on?
witness has been sworn in.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Violet, would you like to talk about the incident with when you got to the house?
Objection confusing.
I'll rephrase. Can you speak to the incident that led up to Officer Steele arriving on scene?
Objection leading.
I don't understand how that's leading. I'm asking if she can speak of what happened prior to Jordan arriving on scene.
Can you build a foundation to that question?
I mean, I could say what happened. I mean, if it wants to be even more vague.
You need to build up to that question, Mr. Kylo.
Okay.
Very simple. I know it's annoying and it's out of the, it's pointless in some people's eyes, but there's a process.
Miss Violet, why did you get into the Chips's van?
Cause he asked me and Aaron, no, me and Jen. Sorry, me and Jen to come with him.
You and Jean?
Jen.
Sorry.
Jen, not Jean. Jean just fucking got in on her own volition. He asked me and Jen, the French girl.
Oh, is that right, Watch?
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
well, it wouldn't quite right
Jean's
now. It's
reason to get into.
It's
the
going
van?
pretty alright so
Objection,
far.
speculation.
I guess.
Did she? Okay, I'm sorry. Withdrawn. Did Jean say anything?
When did court start? Probably like an hour ago.
The dark girl, she just kind of got in.
2 hours
Okay,
ago.
Did Jen get in?
No, Jen had something to take care of.
Okay, so you and okay. Where did you guys go once you got into the van?
We drove around for a little bit, then we went to Jess's house.
Okay. And then when you got there, you mentioned Jean took pictures.
No. When we got there, Jean and Chip started fighting about something, like, and he said Kaden was
In a white suit, yeah.
Really
One of the judges bought us
then
the
she pulled her
suit,
phone
so
out
we're
and
wearing
kinda
it.
walked away.
When? Okay, so I'm sorry. You mentioned they started fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting, and Jess said that Kaden was a better mother than Jean, and Jean really didn't like that.
Okay. And then when
So true.
you said Jean walked away on her phone.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Chris.
I think she pulled her phone out like as she was walking away.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
She walked away, and then like a minute or two later, like Jordan pulls up.
Okay. Just to be clear, you said she walked away, and how long after did Jordan show up?
Like a minute or two.
Okay. What happened at that point?
When Jordan shows up, like, he says he needs to talk to Jess, and then he puts him in cuffs, and he comes towards me, and he's like, I'm gonna need to detain you. And like, last time Jordan tried to talk to me and put me in handcuffs, and I didn't really want to be in handcuffs, so I, tell him not to cuff me, and then he ends up cuffing me.
Yo, Labor Day.
Just smile and nod.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then after he handcuffed you, what happened?
Excuse me, Jordan?
After he handcuffed me,
Oh my god, he's dead.
I was gonna put him.
Oh my god, what happened?
Another,
Oh shit. What happened?
Okay. And then did Mr. or Officer Steele talk to you?
He's dead.
Yeah, he asked me a few things.
Okay. Did he talk to Chips?
Yeah, I thought the Chips had a lot more than he thought to me.
Okay. What happened after that?
After that, he goes into the house,
You know
and then he
fool
comes out,
around.
and then a bunch more cops show up, like, after Forrest shows up, or maybe more,
How long after him entering the house did a ton of cops show up?
He entered the house, and then, I don't know, like a few minutes later.
How did he get into the house?
What's up, Parkway?
He's a cop, he can, just go in people's houses.
Did he ask for permission to go into the house?
I believe he asked Chips to use the bathroom.
Is this happening again?
Did
Oh, what do you
Chips
mean
let him
again?
in?
I did not see Chips let him in, so I'm not sure.
Okay. After the extra police arrived, what happened?
After the extra police arrived, I was asked a lot more questions. Chips was asked a lot more questions. Everybody stood around for a long, long time. And then they took us down to the mission row.
Okay. How long was that? You said it was a long time. How long
I don't
were
know,
you guys?
like, we were sitting at the house for like a couple hours.
Who was there?
Who was there? I
At
was
the
there.
house?
Yes.
It was myself, it was Chips, there was a bunch of people washing. There was a bunch of guys. Mesker was there, Jordan was there, Espinos was there, what's his name was there? The cute one.
The cute one? Whoa.
Cute one.
Shaw?
Reinhardt?
No. I mean, Reinhardt's cute, but no. I think Shaw was there.
Okay.
Don't know, there was a lot of guys.
Okay. Were you there during this dog search?
I didn't personally see any dogs, but I was probably in the car at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, Everblue. Yeah, man.
Do you have did Jordan say anything after he entered the house that you heard?
Me and Chips pretty separated at that point.
Okay.
So I don't know what he said directly to Chips, but that's when everything kind of ramped up.
I'm sorry, you said everything ramped up
After Jordan was in the house, yeah.
Okay, when he left the house or while he was
when
still
he
in the
left
house?
the house.
Right. Did you see him on the phone?
I didn't, but I mean, they use their radio. They don't really use their phone, so.
Okay. And did you
Oh,
hear anything
it
that
will
he
be
said?
gorgeous, yeah.
Whatever he said near, it wasn't near me.
More explosions.
Okay. No further questions.
All right.
Mr. Splanick, can you jump?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Good?
All good.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Norgard, was Chips moving anything from his van into his house?
No.
No.
Not at any point?
No. Not that I observed.
Did Chips Ahoy allow Officer Steele into his home?
To my understanding, Officer Steele allowed to use the restroom, and he was allowed to use the restroom.
Alrighty. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
I've no redirect. No need.
Mr. Callow, you have any other witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call Mr. Chips Ahoy to the stand.
Oh. Yeah. Oh God, here we go.
Mr. Chips. Raise
Yeah.
your left hand.
All right.
Mr. Chips, do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help me coil.
Yes.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Very well.
Well, Chips, how are you doing today?
What's going on, Jerry?
Hey. Can you first tell me what your relationship at the time was to Jean Steele?
Well, she was my mom, and I liked her, but it seemed like she liked me a bit too much.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, it's in the videos.
Okay. I just want to refer everybody back to those videos and judge to those videos.
Yes.
What was you mentioned how she liked you a little too much. What was your response to that so-called affection?
Well, a bit confused, because, she was my mother, and, I remember there was this one time, Jerry, where, she was showing me a tour to a judge's home. And I was in the bathtub, and she fell on top of me, and she said that she slipped, but I didn't see really any water.
Slipped. You were in the bathtub?
I was, yeah.
Okay. And what was she wearing?
Kind of what she's wearing right now, I'd say.
Let the record show that she was wearing a skirt when she fell on top of him. Chips, what was your reaction to this?
Well, you know, I was a bit surprised, you know, and was asking a lot of questions.
Okay. Do you have any of the reciprocal feelings towards Mrs. Steele?
No, I'm not into women. Or men.
Did you make Jean aware of this?
Well, you know, I may have mentioned it. Yeah.
How did she react?
Oh, she talked about it like she didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. On the day of this
that's Eugene.
This horrible incident to you, Chips. There was a mention of a fight. What happened? What led up to this fight?
Oh, when the whole thing happened, Jerry, well, I just got out of the hospital, and
what were you in the hospital for, Chips?
Well, I heard I was with Kaden at the time, and I heard that somebody passed away. It was Nora. And
rest in peace.
Yeah, and Kaden was she was feeling pretty emotional, and she wanted to get out of there, so she started to run out with a gun, and
Let's move on from that.
Okay.
What led up to Violet mentioned how you guys got into your van?
Yeah,
who did you ask to get into the van?
Well, Violet at the time, yeah, at the garage.
Violet mentioned some girl named Jen. Was she there too?
No, she wasn't. I think she was busy doing something else.
Did you ask Jean to come with you?
Well, she wanted to know if she can come along, and I was like, sure, all right. You know, you're my mom.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Well, I just went over to my house.
Okay. And like Violet mentioned, let's get to the that incident, the fight incident. What was that in regards to?
Oh, you know, with me and Jean fighting, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was saying a lot of things. How I had all these drugs in my van and all that, and you know, I was yelling to Jean, you know that Kaden's a better mother, and you know that I don't like you anymore. I don't know why you're doing this to me. Things like that.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Well, she called the cops, and not Papa Steele, but Jordan. Jordan showed up. He showed up, and well, he put myself and Violet in cuffs, and he called for some backup. Yeah, that's right. That fucker called for some backup, and then they all came.
Watch who you're calling a fucker.
Keep it down back here. Ignore the sounds. It's
Holy
casual
shit.
terrorism.
Yeah. And, that was awesome. The timing of that.
Okay, so at what point, there was a point that was mentioned that he asked to go inside the house. What was that altercation?
Oh, well, you know, I was already in cuffs, and I wasn't too sure what was going on. I think they were just talking to everyone on scene, and I was behind my house, not in front of my house. And, you know, he went up to me, and he was asking if he could, you know, use the bathroom in my house. And, you know, yeah, I think that would be alright. You know, he just had to take a piss in my house. But, you know, during this court case, I found out, you know, he didn't wash his hands, and he had dirty dick hands.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let the record show
Gasp.
that Jordan had dirty dick hands after leaving the house.
Explainer.
What was the time? Do you remember how long it took Jordan to get there after your ex mom called?
Oh, yeah, he was in there, like 35 minutes. He was there pretty quick.
You said 3 to 5 minutes?
Yeah, around that.
Okay. And then were you there for the dog?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, and then what happened when the dog searched your van?
Oh, I don't think the dog really picked anything on the van, but on me, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that was we already spoke about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
What
your
about
what was your relationship with Jean like prior to this incident? Regarding
Objection asked and answered.
I didn't. I want to ask what kind of I guess the best way to say is was it a rocky relationship or were you in a good terms?
Oh, it was good terms, Sherry.
Wait, I never gave an answer there.
I'd like to reword the question.
That, Mr. Splana?
I'm sorry?
Would you like to rebut his rebuttal?
Oh, that they had already established that they had a relationship as a mother and son. That has been asked and answered, Your Honor.
I'm not asking
Okay.
about that. I'll reword the question though because
Very well.
he's right. What kind of in regards to that relationship beyond just the mother son type thing, was it were you on good terms? Was it hot and cold?
Yeah, it was good terms. She was alright with letting me, sit on her as if she were a bench.
I'm sorry. Can you elaborate on sitting? Wait, can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah, sometimes, my legs would get tired and there would be no place to sit down, and she would offer to be a chair that I can sit down on.
Let the record show that Gene Steele was a chair for Chips to sit down on. Let me ask you about those videos.
This is so good.
Did you see those videos by any chance, Chips?
Yeah, I did.
Is it true that Mrs. Steele gave you crack?
Objection leading.
I'm sorry. Can you confirm the validity of any of those videos?
Well, I could say, that there's the evidence is right there, for everyone to see.
Mr. Ahoy, answer the question. Don't tiptoe around it. Don't be father like son.
Oh.
Well, I didn't end up getting that crack.
Are the videos valid? Yes or no?
Objection non-responsive.
Can I reword the question because he's clearly confused?
How?
I don't know. The poor kid is distraught. So
Yes, I was there.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes,
That
I
still
was there.
wasn't an answer to the question.
Keep me water, Jerry.
Mr. Ahoy, are the videos valid? Yes or no?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
I fucking knew it.
Order in court.
Fucking bitch.
Oh no.
Jordan, hang on, Jordan.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No. Oh
I'm
no.
sorry, Chips. I'm sorry you had to go through some of this. Was Gene in one of the videos?
I say
there
yes
was some
because I was in it. Yeah.
visible
I mean,
evidence.
what's valid
of
about the
Gene handing you a substance? Has Gene ever given you any drugs?
Objection leading.
I'm asking if Gene has ever given him drugs.
No.
Well, no, just not yet, Chips. Judge?
Yeah, could you repeat that?
My part, I was just asking if his ex-mother has ever given him any drugs. That's all I was asking.
That was the end of the question, and I have no objection to that. It was
Okay.
leading up to that point.
I mean, you know, valid videos,
Has
right?
has your mother ever given you drugs? Ex-mother?
No.
Okay. Has she ever given you any money?
Yes, she has.
What? How long have you been clean off drugs? Prior to the incident.
Oh. Yeah, no comment.
Way to incriminate him, Jerry.
God
Jesus.
damn it.
Order in court.
No comment.
Answer the question, Mr. Ahoy. Are you wishing to use your Fifth Amendment right?
Yes.
If you do use your Fifth Amendment right, then any other testimony you've given will be hereby thrown out.
I'll withdraw the question. It's clearly not making
Very
me
well.
comfortable.
No, Jerry, stop.
Chips, was your mother or ex-mother ever aware of your issues with drugs?
Yeah, she was.
How long was she aware of these issues?
Oh, I'd say
Speculation.
It's not speculation if he had a direct relationship with her.
Overall.
Understood. Thank you.
But what was that?
I was asking how long did Chips how long did your ex-mother know about your drug issues?
Oh, you know, I'd say probably since day one, since Jordan introduced her to me.
Oh, she's known the whole time. Okay. Has she ever reported you to the police?
No, only that one time at my house. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. I know. I want to add. There's another court case that's supposed to be in 4 minutes. So can we try to push this along?
Oh no.
Okay.
Your Honor, that court case is at 8:30, and
Okay.
it's going to be either rescheduled or dropped.
Okay, then proceed.
Yeah, we'll talk
All right, we're
about
fine. We're fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
Chips. What's
Yeah.
your relationship like with Kaden?
Oh, I love Kaden.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Gina-
back up on her all the time.
Well, would you like to wait? Do you back? Wait.
Honey.
Hold on. Let him.
Hold on.
Oh,
What the
no.
fuck?
Hold on.
No
Order, Mr.
outburst.
Steele.
Order.
First warning. Chips. Chips.
Yeah.
You. Okay. When you say, what do you mean by you back up on her?
Yeah, you know, just I'm always on, you know, behind her.
What the
Okay.
fuck is that?
Okay. Where?
Nice.
What? How is that nice? This is mom.
Where are you behind her?
Hold on now.
Well, usually when she's on the tow truck, I'm kind of just right behind her.
What?
Oh, okay.
Is that even possible?
Wait. When you mean where? Okay. Can we specify this location, Chips? When you say right behind her?
Yeah, well, while she's driving, you know, sometimes I'm kind of just all, you know, behind her on the tow truck,
Okay. Where?
He's on
helping her out.
On the back of the
Are you
truck.
saying the?
Yes,
Oh,
right.
okay. The back of the tow truck.
He's giving testimony. The crowd isn't giving testimony. No outburst. I will hold you in contempt.
Yes, Your Honor.
The. Are you where? What is your location on the tow truck?
Well, on the back of it, but behind Kaden.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so you were backing. Okay, backing her. I get it now. Okay. Was
Yeah, I was backing her.
was- Okay. All right. We get it, Chips. Yes, you were backing her up. Okay. What was Kaden and Jean's relationship like?
Objection relevance?
It's very relevant because we're trying to establish Jean's, as I've
This is
made
great.
clear throughout this testimony, her distaste or her anger or her jealousy towards Chips and Caden's relationship and Jean and Chips's relationship.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on between them.
Does Caden ever say anything about Jean?
You know, it not exactly. I guess it depends how she's feeling.
Oh, okay. Does Jean ever say anything about Caden?
Not that I've heard, no.
Okay. All right. No further questions. Oh boy, is this we're gonna have
Well,
to?
there it is.
We have to
Oh,
come
no.
back?
We ready to go?
Yep.
Court's back in session.
All right, it's back.
All right. Chips. We had a little bit of an interruption, but you I believe actually, you know what? I believe actually I'm done with my questioning.
Okay, Jerry. All right.
Let's explain it.
all right.
Dr. Cross.
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
Ooh, here we go.
Mr. Chips Ahoy, you stated that you have issues with drug addiction.
Yeah, I did. Ever since I was 18.
Are you currently addicted to drugs?
Objection. Relevance. Scope. Sorry.
His addiction problems were elaborated upon. In
You
the
don't have to
direct line
rebuttal. Mr. Callow, you specifically asked him about his ex-mother knowing, or stepmother knowing about the drug addiction and how long. This is completely within the scope.
Yeah.
What drugs are you currently addicted to?
Well, you know, I've always been addicted to crack.
Your Honor, motion to impeach the witness. He is not fit to testify.
I didn't say that I'm.
What's that?
I didn't say that I'm taking it.
He is addicted to drug paraphernalia and is either possibly high right at this moment or experiencing withdrawal symptoms.
Oh.
Well, I don't.
Ooh.
I object to that. There's no proof that he's either on drugs now
Nope.
or
I'm clean.
is not fit to testify after I just testified. He just testified the whole time with me and answered clearly and coherently to pretty much every single question.
If I may rebut that, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
There were on
Oh,
4
no,
different
we'll see.
occasions in which the witness was non-responsive to direct lines of questioning and had to be encouraged to answer properly by the presiding justice.
Ooh.
Those were confusing questions, and I take full responsibility for those questions.
Jerry.
And I withdrew those questions.
Mr. Espinoza?
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you look at Mr. Ahoy here and check him out? Looks like if he's under the influence of anything.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're EMS. We can check him.
Yeah.
We're on
Then
Oh.
let an EMS do it. I didn't know there was any
Okay.
EMS here.
Yeah,
I got it.
Mr.
Do you mind if I
Stone,
climb
come
over
forward.
Yep.
cops can't do anything medical, right, Jordan?
Chips, you want to come over here to the pews?
I can see if his pupils
Yeah.
are dilated.
No, you can't. You don't know what that means, though. You're not.
All right,
you're
Chip,
not trained.
Chips, can you go ahead and try to stand up straight for
I
me
was
That's the
for a
case,
second?
they'd never be able to give a DUI.
Hey,
That's what was
That's
said in
true.
court. Yeah.
All right, Chips, turn around. Okay, perfect.
Look at his eyes.
Chips, can you go ahead and look at that flashlight for me?
yeah, it's very bright.
I mean, Jesus, just look at him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who dressed him?
Well,
Jared,
well
did you
let
dress
the,
him?
Just double
let the
check
medical
that.
professionals
Those are
work
good
in
for
quiet,
now.
please.
Yeah, order.
Chips,
Wait,
I
wait,
need you to
wait,
stand
we didn't
still.
take drugs. We're good.
All right, Chips, what's your name? Your full name?
Well, my original name when I was born, it was supposed to be 12-piece extra crispy. But yeah, it's Chips
Okay,
Ahoy.
what is your name right now?
Chips
Okay.
Ahoy.
Do you know what city you live in?
Yeah, Los Santos.
Okay, do you know what day it is?
It's Sunday.
Do you know what court case we're at?
Yeah, it's my court case.
Seems lucid.
Your Honor, there's no signs of his pupils are reacting perfectly fine, and he's answering everything with no issue.
Mhm.
I don't
Very
see
well.
any reason to think he's high on anything.
All right, thank you for your help.
Where the hell did you put that flashlight? Never mind.
Up our
Continue
ass,
into
Jerry, what do you
questioning.
think?
Ask him to run.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How do you remember
talk to me
that?
like
That's
that,
the
Jerry.
law. That's
Uh,
the law.
Mr. Ahoy, how do you acquire the drugs you're addicted to?
Well, you know,
Object to that scope.
Oh.
What is the relevance of where he gets his drugs?
We've established the scope of his drug habits, Your Honor.
What is his drug? We already established that when you asked the question before.
I'm gonna sustain that. I don't think
Understood.
that would relate to any out of this case.
yeah.
Understood, Your Honor. Do you transport drugs in your van, Mr. Ahoy?
Objection scope.
No, I don't.
We never mentioned anything about transporting any type of drugs.
Yeah, we don't
Explain.
transport.
We have established that he does have a drug problem, that he is specifically addicted to cocaine, which is specifically within the relevance of this case.
Overruled.
No. You know, it's just I find it on the ground.
You find cocaine on the ground.
Yeah, you know, sometimes there's cracks in the cracks. Sometimes the trash bins.
Mr. Ahoy, referencing the photographic evidence in police report 11804 within Gene Steele's statement, is the vehicle in the pictures your van?
Objection scope. I never asked him anything about this stuff.
Is this explaining?
Your Honor, I honestly can't remember.
All right, sustained.
Understood. Mr. Ahoy, can you describe your van?
Objection. There's no, again, scope. There's no vehicles in the evidence, and the fact that we never mentioned anything about his van.
Explain it.
Well, the pictures of the van and its contents are explicitly within evidence of 118804, Your Honor.
He's also not your witness, and that wasn't brought up in Mr. Callow's questioning.
Understood, Your Honor.
Oh man.
Did you take Miss Steele to your residence on September 21st, 2019?
Objection asked and answered.
Okay, Jerry? Alright, Jerry?
Explain it.
I believe that the question that Mr.
Alright, Jerry?
Callow asked was if she got into the vehicle, not where they went.
I did ask where they went and what happened.
I'm gonna overrule that. Let's hear it again.
Yeah, it was to my house.
Was the vehicle used in transport your van?
Yeah, it was my van.
No further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
I'm good.
All right, you can step down, Mr. Ahoy.
All right.
Watch the glass.
Yeah, thanks.
You did good, Chips.
Scallo, you have any witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call Miss Kaden, Pistone, Delano, Steele, Dundee to the stand.
All right.
All these names. Alright, Kaden's up. Could have gone worse, it could have, yeah.
Delano, Pistone, Steele. Can you raise your left hand? Do you solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you Mitch?
I do.
No. Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Thank you.
Alright.
Oh, Miss, I don't even know. Just Kaden.
What?
Would you like to talk about your relationship with Chips?
Objection vague.
I'm asking specifically about the relationship between.
How
Chips
far into the
and
trial are
Kaden,
we?
Which was asked
almost like
earlier
3
and
hours,
was
I'd
allowed.
say. 2.5?
Overruled.
Yeah. That's my boy.
Yes. Would you like to elaborate on the on your relationship, like further, and like some type of details? Kind of, how you felt about each other, what kind of, in that sort of regard, not just.
I think we're
actual
close to the
physical,
end.
Relationship.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Yeah, Chips is my son. He's one of 3 children that I have, and Chips and I have a very good relationship. We get along very well.
What do you do together?
We tow mostly together. He backs me up when I'm towing.
Okay, can you clarify the "back me up" statements?
Yeah, Chips. His dad didn't teach him shit.
True
so he
said,
kinda grew
yeah.
up a little bit, a little bit slow. So when he says
what
that he's backing up on me, it is to my understanding that he means to say that he is backing me up.
Okay. What was his childhood like?
Ooh. Well, I mean.
Objection relevance.
I didn't mean to do
The
slash
relevance
me.
is I'm asking to
Oops.
set the standard for Chips and his father and
meant
his
that. I meant that.
mother's relationships and the background information on that, and only Kaden would be able to protest to that.
Overruled.
Well, Jerry, I mean, it wasn't great. I can tell you that much. When he was about 5 years old, Jordan and
Oh,
I,
here comes the lawyer.
mostly Jordan, kind of accidentally left him at the state fair. Or was he? He may have been. He may have been a little bit older. I think he was like maybe 6 or 7.
What, I'm sorry. Did you or Jordan leave him at the state fair?
Well, it was Jordan.
What was his relationship like with Jordan when he was younger?
It was really good. Jordan used to, you'd take him out to the old tennis court at the abandoned motel up at Sandy Shores, and he would teach him how to fight. He'd teach him how to fight cats, and then, like they spent a lot of time doing that. And Chips was like a little artist, and it was so good. It was so good.
And what exactly? When did you? You said you lost him at 5 years old. What was? When did you? I guess find him again.
Find him again.
We found him about I want to say like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
And what is the relationship between Jordan and Chips been like?
It was pretty good. He was very happy to have his son back in his life, as was I. And
the crying did stop very
for
suddenly.
the past few months, it was great.
What's happening?
And it was, you said it was great. What was there a falling out? What are you referring to by was?
Well, ever since Jean came back into the picture, Jordan and Chips' relationship just completely fell apart.
Do you have any actual knowledge of the reasoning for that?
Ooh.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's because Jean and Chips are having a sexual relationship, or at least they were.
Has Chips ever said anything about this relationship?
Yeah. Yep.
What does he say?
Oh my god.
He's told me that it makes him uncomfortable, but she keeps coming to his house and accidentally falling into the bathtub with him.
Oh my god.
And asking him to meet her
okay.
in the alley.
Oh no.
All this weird stuff.
What? Disgusting.
And have you confronted Jean about this?
Oh yeah, several times. She always denies anything is going on.
God, Jean fucked her ex.
Oh no.
What was Jean's relationship with Chips like prior to this incident?
I mean, it seems like they got along. I never heard, besides the whole weird bathtub stuff, I never really heard anything too crazy.
Yeah, what's up, Crank?
Okay. And what was your relationship with Jean like?
My relationship with Jean was perfectly fine until she randomly woke up one day and decided to hire someone to murder me.
Oh god.
Wow.
And when was this?
Well, this was about a month ago. Somewhere around there.
Was he trying to argue?
What was your
I think
reasoning
it's
for
just
this? Have you know about it?
to credit Jean
Yeah,
as
I
like
have,
just a
and
bad
she
witness,
said
I
that
guess.
was, quote, a bitch.
Oh shit. Oh no. What up, Yago?
Sound like he agreed with
What?
her right there.
What?
Anyway,
Oh no.
Jesus.
what was the relationship like at the time of this incident between you and
Well,
Jean?
I confronted her and I asked her what the fuck I ever did to her, and all she kept saying is that I was a bitch, and she didn't have any further explanation than that. And so I told her that I didn't want to fucking talk to her anymore.
What up, user?
What was her
What up,
response?
excessive? What's up, you guys?
Her response was to try to get my husband to divorce me.
Oh. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I would never know.
I'm sorry. Did you say that she was
What's up, Mart?
Okay, maybe I will.
she was trying to get your husband?
Yo, this is a
to
good
divorce
court
you?
case. It's been getting really
Yeah.
juicy.
How did she
Yeah,
do that?
Well, I mean, we're not divorced, so she didn't.
We're getting
but,
some
she
juicy
tried.
lore.
How did she try?
Well, Jordan had told me several times that Jean was complaining about the fact that we were still married and that she never wanted this to begin with, even though she was at the wedding. Damn it!
Oh,
Damn.
So, you know.
Hmm.
It's getting
Has she
juicy.
done anything to you? Regarding this attempted divorce?
I mean, there's been several rumors I've heard of her saying things that aren't true.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that she's spread rumors that were untrue?
Yep.
Okay. Can you elaborate on those?
Elaborate.
Yeah, she's been spreading rumors that myself and the Mirror Park Predator are having a sexual relationship.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. The Mirror Park Predator?
You know.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Jerry?
Are you okay, Jerry?
No further
Jerry?
questions.
Speak up. Didn't hear you over there.
No further questions.
I have not a single question for this witness, Your Honor.
I didn't think so. You can step down.
Okay.
All right.
Nice, Kaden.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Jordan,
Callow.
don't think I fucking see you texting
I
Gene
am-
back and forth.
Hmm.
Don't fucking think I don't see that shit.
Huh.
Ooh, that's yikes.
I would defense rest.
Okay.
I fucking seen you guys taking your phone out at the exact same fucking time, over and over again, the whole time I was up there.
All right, Mr. Slater, would you like to give your closing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, closing.
Jordan.
Your Honor, today we have heard the testimony of a witness to a crime, and through her good Samaritism, reported the crime to the police. Upon the report of a crime, Officer Steele reported to the scene and detained the defendant as Officer Steele has reasonable suspicion that a crime had been committed due to the report. Due to the nature of the suspected crime of the possession of illegal drugs from the defendant's van to his home, Officer Steele requested assistance from Lieutenant Metzger. Lieutenant Metzger then contacted a detective in the form of Senior Officer Emily Reinhardt and a Justice of the State in the form
Good luck,
of
yep.
Chief Justice Dennis Labar to approve a search of the defendant's home for said drugs. Probable cause for this search was elaborated by witness testimony and by the photographic evidence submitted by the Good Samaritan that placed the drugs in the defendant's van, next to his property. The officer's actions stayed well within his rights as an officer of the peace investigating a potential crime while being gracefully considerate of the defendant's rights as a
not the
citizen
personal
of the
use.
United States. Upon executing
I don't
the
know.
search, Detective Reinhardt, Chief Justice Labar, and Lieutenant Metzger found what had been indicated to them in the initial report and the photographic evidence, and that is, and I quote, 11804, a mountain of crack cocaine and other felonious items within the estate of the defendant. Specifically, there were 3 color-coded bank cards, 700 grams of pure cocaine, and 4.6 kilograms of crack cocaine. This leads up to a $500,000 worth of drug paraphernalia within this estate alone. Your Honor, the people seek to find the defendant guilty of possession and transportation of this, and quote, mountain of crack in the form of the drug trafficking charge established by the physical evidence captured by Miss Steele. The people seek to hold the defendant guilty of possession for the additional drug paraphernalia found on his estate during the search. Due to the sheer scale of the drugs found in the defendant's estate, the people seek a $20,000 fine from the defendant, 2 years of incarceration in the Bolingbrook State Penitentiary, 1 year of observed probation, and mandatory attendance during his incarceration to a drug rehabilitation program as deemed appropriate by Pillbox Medical Center's esteemed staff to get the defendant the help that he needs to combat his addictions that he himself testified that he struggles with as a citizen.
Come on,
Thank you for your
Jerry.
time, Your Honor.
Come on,
And the people
Jerry.
know that you will make the right choice as a justice of the great state of San Andreas.
Come on, Jerry. Yo, All Out Bill, thank you so much, man, for the tier 1 sub for 2 months in a row. I do appreciate that, man. Hope your day's going well.
I'm
2
just
years,
gonna
that's 2 days.
lay it out here.
I'm just gonna lay it out.
The prosecution has made
Come on,
beautiful
Jerry.
closing statement regarding the evidence, what was found in this search and seizure warrant. However,
However,
I've
okay.
seen throughout this case the extremely shaky probable cause for this search and seizure warrant has been shown to be just extremely lacking.
Yeah,
The
no
fact
problem,
that
man.
One picture that
I'm nervous. Yeah,
one
pretty.
or maybe a couple pictures that one person related to Mr. Chips Ahoy, who also was fighting with this person, that was sent and not been completely verified beyond a detective who showed up later and took that as word. Not only did she only write the first sentence of the warrant in regards to a judge who completely finished the warrant, including the probable cause reasons, instead of just filling out the end of it, the evidence was also shown through, or the lack of evidence, excuse me, with the dog searching Mr. Chips Ahoy, finding a legal amount of marijuana, and the dog searching the said van where these contents were supposedly to be, came back negative. There is no evidence that would link or give the reasonable cause or the probable cause to search a house off of when a dog sniffs the vehicle that they said supposedly has the drugs. When an officer shows up from the testimony of all the people here, within 3 minutes of the event, the probable cause that there was
is that right, Nikita?
drugs in a house when the
yes,
picture
closing
is
statements.
of a van, which was never specifically verified to be of this event.
You can't move a mountain in 3 minutes.
Clearly was a betrayal from a mother who was jealous of her son and her son's relationship with her real mother.
Okay. All right.
And her retaliation for that. Again, this isn't about what they was found, the contents of this search and seizure warrant. Rather, it's the fact that this search and seizure warrant was blatantly illegal. There was no probable cause for this search and seizure warrant beyond 1 or 2 pictures from one witness, and the supposed validity of that of those were never actually validated, as said before. Additionally, I'd just like to repeat, the detective who wrote this report only wrote the first sentence. Whether the judge who executed it, also wrote a majority of this.
Okay, Jerry?
Judge, I'd just like to remind you that this, again, is an illegal search and seizure warrant, and the case should be thrown out. Thank you.
Okay, Jerry. All right.
Oh, shit.
Well, there it is.
I'm going to go back and deliberate. I will return.
All right.
Go to the recess. We'll put this court back in the
Norm.
Oh.
We went
What do we got?
over this. There was a lot of. I'll be honest with you. This case had a lot of stuff in it that stunk, and it stunk real bad.
Yep. A lot of that evidence.
For one thing, the search warrant was nowhere in the case filing, and that's the search warrant. The validity of the search warrant is the only thing the defense even has to fault on, considering those drugs were found in Mr. Ahoy's house. I don't know why they wasn't in the case, because that's the only thing the defense has to fight. That being said, though, some other things in this case did stink.
Yeah.
Whenever we had the picture of the drugs, the picture itself was very powerful. I'll be honest with you. It really stunk. I couldn't see a license plate or nothing like that. I just saw, the drugs. Nothing else. Don't like that. The fact that the van was searched, nothing came back at all in the search. There was absolutely no PCA, and especially with that picture, for any type of search warrant whatsoever.
Do we get our mountain back?
And the fact that that
What?
house had the same amount of crack that was in that picture. Now that we look back in hindsight, it'd be the only reason that Chips Ahoy right now couldn't sue the state for a break of his constitutional rights.
What?
I guess the state got lucky on that for the most part. I think the fruit of the poisonous tree does come into effect in this case. Anything found inside that house would not be valid due to that warrant itself not being valid. I'm going to find Mr. Ahoy not guilty of all charges based on the poisonous tree.
Shit!
This case is closed.
Holy fuck! Oh!
Jerry, you won your first
Jerry! Oh god!
Jerry,
Jerry, you just won your first
Holy
game.
fuck!
Jerry.
Jerry.
That's his only win.
Holy
His first win for Jerry.
shit.
So proud of you, Jerry.
Pretty big win too, actually.
The cops should do their job properly.
Oh my god, Jerry.
Jerry, I'm so proud of you.
Oh my
Jerry,
god!
You're 1 to 20,
What?
Jerry, you did it. Finally.
You're 1 to 20. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Jerry.
Yes!
What?
Oh yeah, chits.
Yay, Chips, you're free.
Hell yeah.
Jerry, how do you feel? You actually won something for once.
Give us a
free,
speech.
Chips.
Give us a speech, Jerry.
Speech, chips.
Speech.
Oh, and Jerry.
And Chips.
Double speech.
Hey, Jerry.
Justice can only
Yeah.
consider what has been submitted.
Did I get my stuff back?
Another
Or,
win
like,
for ATT.
Wait,
No,
what?
We're gonna get that
you're
crack
not
back.
gonna
No!
get
No, no.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, no,
Oh,
you're
it's
not
for the
going to get
state.
it back. But
For the state, yeah, I agree. For the state.
you didn't lose $20,000. So,
Yeah.
oh wait, I need to get. Where's the judge? I need to get my money back from the bail.
What, the bail?
Yeah,
Uh,
I
Yeah,
paid
you
his
paid
bail.
bail.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Congratulations, Chips.
Congrats, Chips.
I'm sure you can build it back up.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about that year.
If there wasn't enough probable cause for a warrant itself, why did the judge sign off on it?
That's a good question.
Because the judge wrote the warrant. That's what stunk to this judge.
Well, the judge wrote the warrant, and it
according
was
to all the
also because the
testimonies, the
drugs
judge
weren't
practically
found
wrote it.
where they said the drugs were,
What up,
or where the
Zora?
picture showed the drugs being. And then they just randomly decided to search his rest of his properties because they couldn't
Oh
find
my
things
God.
that was there.
Yeah.
That was the
This-
problem.
This is
Right,
It's still,
huge.
it's still
judge wrote
felonious
the
items.
warrant.
It's still felonious items. The police still seize it.
Why?
That doesn't change.
According
Yeah.
to the testimony,
It's just his criminal culpability for owning those items vanishes.
Why is Chips not allowed to countersue now for his amendments being breached just because they found
I
him in
mean,
there?
he could.
Oh, he
Yeah.
could. Well,
He
judge said he
could.
couldn't. I mean, the judge said he couldn't.
Thank you for
I mean,
105
the judge
bits.
No, he
said
said
Thank
he's
you,
lucky
Ohio,
that he
for
didn't do that
Slam
before.
dunk win.
Oh, before, right.
Yeah, what
he
would have
can
had
still,
to
he
be
has 30 days, or
Ooh,
I think
Chips
he has
could be
30 days
rich.
to sue. Or 8 days. He has 8 days.
Chips, you can be rich. Chips.
What?
Sue for
have a good
$500,000.
idea.
Chips, you
We
can
can
go
sue.
sue.
You could sue. You can sue
we
for
still got
breaching
more
the Fifth Amendment. And you can buy crack with it.
Sue for $500,000. Chips, you can get all your cocaine back.
You can buy crack with it, Chips.
You can just put that in relief. You just want the drug back. The drugs back.
Chips, you okay? You haven't
What?
said anything much.
Oh yeah, I'm just surprised, you know. I'm
Allow that.
Because they wouldn't give it to
He's
him.
I'm free. Yeah.
The crack's probably long gone by now.
Well, you should sue them with Jerry, make all the money, and buy it all back.
There you
What
go.
was the bail?
Buy it all back.
Oh.
I'm
You
very
can do that,
confused
Chips.
as to why the judge wrote the warrant
Oh.
instead of the district attorney.
Because they're stupid
The
here.
district attorney's office doesn't write warrants anymore.
We rolling right into the next case, Your Honor? Or
All
we,
right.
Yeah.
Is that
delaying
next
it?
case happening?
I do not know. That'd be up to Miss Delano.
Don't think it is. I don't know where she went.